Are you searching for an affordable paint to transform your furniture pieces into something amazing? In this video, we're sharing our experience and the pros and cons of using Rustoleum Chalk Paint to help you determine if it's the right fit for your next project. First, I had to test it out for myself. On a little end table, we tested how it is to spray Rustoleum Chalk Paint with our Wagner Flexio sprayer. The instructions on the can say that you can thin the paint up to 2 ounces per quart, so that's the ratio we use to thin it out. At first, it seemed like it would be okay, even though it wasn't as thin as I would like it to be, but the second coat, there was a lot of texture. Too much for my liking, so I thinned out the paint even more and tested it on a piece of finished wood that had not been sanded or primed, and it held up to my scratch test just as well, almost, as the full strength patch of paint did. So after I distressed the chalk paint smooth and primed it again to stop stains from coming through the paint, I thinned out the Rustoleum Chalk Paint even more. It sprayed to a much smoother texture after that. Yes, most chalk paint, including Rustoleum, says that you don't need a sand or prime beforehand, but if you want your paint to actually stick very well, you'll need to sand and prime before painting. After using the chalk paint, we top coated it with Varathane's water-based polyurethane in a semi-gloss sheen. Now when I scratch at the paint with the top coat on it, it's not going anywhere. Without a clear top coat, chalk paint is very hard to keep clean, and it isn't very durable on its own. For instance, I didn't do a very good job taping off the freshly stained top before spraying the paint, so some of the tape lifted up and some of the paint splattered onto the stain that did not have a top coat. I was worried that I would have to sand off the paint and redo the stain, but even after letting the chalk paint sit on the stain over the weekend, it was easily wiped up with a damp rag. That is not a sign of durable paint, but that is on par with chalk paint. So if you want your chalk painted project to last, definitely top coat it with water-based polyurethane. If you want more details on this makeover, check out our pink painted nightstand video. Now for my honest review after using Rustoleum chalk paint on my own project. First, the price is great. It's not the cheapest, but it's definitely not the most expensive. I am very happy with how well it sticks, though I do not recommend using it without sanding or priming before painting. One thing that stands out to me is how smooth it dries. A lot of chalk paint has a gritty texture once dry, but this is super smooth, whether it is brushed or sprayed on. It also doesn't feel super chalky. The coverage of the blush pink was great. 2 coats got full coverage, even with it thinned out. For a light color like this, that's pretty amazing. On the other hand, there aren't too many colors to choose from. There are 11 colors, but I do see that there is a tintable version that can be tinted to 26 other colors. I haven't seen that option in my store though. It's rated for indoor use only, so you can't use it on things that will be outside. Overall, I think it sprays okay. I didn't get a perfect finish, but for most people, it would be great. It also brushed well in my little test, but it's chalk paint and there are definitely brush marks when I brushed it on. Overall, I think it is a great paint. I feel like it's very comparable to other chalk paints and actually better in some ways. That's the thing about paint though, there is not one perfect paint out there. They all have their pros and cons. So would I use Rustoleum chalked again? Yep, I sure would. Oh, one more thing, if you're looking into using Rustoleum chalked spray paint, we have a great comparison post for you on how it compares to other chalk spray paints. Check out our description for the link to that post. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons to see more of our videos. Not sure what supplies you need for your furniture flip? We got you. Click the link in my comment to download our free list of must-have supplies that we use every day to paint furniture.